Take it from a person that has been chasing personal development since I was in 6th grade, a certified life coach. There can come a point when leveling up your life becomes toxic. And some toxic traits and qualities and thoughts can mask behind the title of personal development. So let's unmask this. Let's talk about it so that you can avoid this trap that too many teenagers fall into under the guise and promotion of personal development. So, can leveling up in your life ever be a bad thing? Yeah, it can. And here's why, okay? It comes down to one simple thing: your motivation for doing it. If we are motivated by love for ourselves and love for who we are and for who we're becoming, and already from a place of like, I like who I am and I'm so open to new ideas and working on these skills and traits, personal development is a beautiful and awesome journey. And I believe it's a journey that we take with God, right? That's the whole reason we're here, is to learn and to progress and to become like Him, right? All awesome. But there's a flip side to it that's not as beautiful. And that is when we are motivated by hate, motivated by loathing for ourselves. I'm never good enough. I'm not good enough. And so if I work hard enough and do all these things and watch all of Abbi's videos and read all the books and just keep working on myself, maybe one day I'll like myself. Maybe one day I'll get to a point where I think that I am okay. If you do not believe that you are enough right now and that you like yourself the way that you are right now, you're never going to hit that point of one day you wake up and you go, man, I've learned enough skills, I've spent enough time, I'm a well-rounded enough person, then now I love myself and I have all this confidence. It just doesn't work that way. And I know it's kind of hard to think about it because for a lot of us, we've all experienced a moment of self-loathing. We've all experienced a moment of like, man, I don't like who I am right now, or I want to be better. And we might have fallen into this trap of like, well, I'm going to push myself really hard because I need to be better, right? You have to be motivated by love for personal development and leveling up to be even a beneficial activity for you, because if not, you're going to get to the top and recognize that you still are that person that didn't like who you were before, right? Too many people think if I change my circumstance, if I move different houses, if I change schools, if I get different friends, that something's going to change and all of a sudden I'm going to like me. And the reason we think that is because it works for a minute. It works for a moment. Maybe even it might work for a year or two, but we always fall back to what we are like deep down believe about ourselves. So yes, can we grow throughout life and like ourselves more and more and more? Yes, my self-esteem is so much healthier now than it was in high school, but I still always had this belief that I was pretty awesome deep down inside and that I just needed to work on myself. So if you are on the flip side and you're like, well, crap, I'm kind of on that motivation of like hatred and I'm pushing myself so hard like a taskmaster, then you've got to start with self-love. And I've got a million videos for you on that, but that's where your journey needs to start. Not so much about leveling up your social skills or leveling up and pushing yourself harder in this competition or doing new hobbies or developing new skills, and just working on loving who you are as a daughter of God and who you are as an individual of infinite value just for existing. You don't have to do anything. And it would be a lie to sit here and say that I'm perfect at that. I'm still figuring that out. But I do have this baseline of deep down inside, I know I can figure stuff out, right? And that's a positive mindset that I feel like I was gifted from my parents and from my childhood and my upbringing, and personal development has helped that, okay? If you feel like deep down inside, you're really afraid people are going to find out that you're really an awful person or that you're not good enough, we got to start there with that seed, or else all this leveling up and watching all these videos and doing all these things, it's just going to be more of a toxic habit for you. So I hope that can bring some awareness. I hope you know you're not alone in this. There are so many resources to help you with that fundamental belief before we start leveling up and layering on top of it. So go check those out on my website, abbiwinslow.com. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Abbi J out.